team at Technology for Hotels wants to take this opportunity to wish you a Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
May 2025 be filled with happiness and prosperity.
Absolutely.
This week, we look at the key hospitality technology trends to watch in 2025.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
As outlined by the EHL Graduate School.
The hospitality industry is really in the midst of a tech revolution.
It really is.
And EHL Insights has provided a fantastic deep dive into what we can expect this year.
And we've also got your briefing from Technology for Hotels.
Yeah, that's right.
Which gives us even more to unpack. So let's jump right in.
Let's do it.
One of the things that really struck me is how AI and machine learning are going way beyond those basic customer service chatbots.
Right. We used to see those simple chatbots on hotel websites.
Right.
But now AI is being used to personalize the guest experience in ways we could only dream of a few years ago.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Like, for example, AI can analyze a guest's past preferences to tailor everything, from room temperature to restaurant recommendations.
So instead of just getting a generic room, it's like the hotel already knows you and what you like.
Exactly. Imagine checking into your hotel room.
Yeah.
And it's already set to your perfect temperature, maybe even playing your favorite genre of music.
Oh, we love that.
Based on your past streaming data.
Yeah.
That level of personalization is what AI is making possible.
That sounds amazing. No more fiddling with the thermostat or trying to connect to the Bluetooth speaker.
Exactly.
It's all done for you. And EHL even predicts that AI will be able to handle tasks like bulk check-in.
Yes.
Which could really help with those long lines at the front desk.
Absolutely. AI can streamline that whole process.
Yeah.
Make things much smoother for both guests and staff.
For sure.
And this is especially important in the face of ongoing staff shortages.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hotels are looking for ways to be more efficient, and AI is a game changer in that regard.
It really is. It's like having a super efficient, invisible staff working behind the scenes.
It is.
To make your stay as seamless as possible.
Exactly.
But AI isn't the only technology making waves.
Right.
The Internet of Things, or IoT, is also transforming the hospitality industry.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when it comes to unique accommodations.
You're right. Think about those remote luxury cabins that are becoming so popular.
Oh, yeah, those are amazing.
With IoT, you can be miles from civilization.
I know.
And still control everything in the cabin with your smartphone. Imagine adjusting the lighting, setting the temperature.
Oh, wow.
Even preheating the sauna.
Love it.
Before you arrive, all through an app.
It's like having a digital butler at your beck and call. You can create the perfect ambiance before you even step foot in the cabin.
And this level of control and personalization is becoming increasingly expected by guests.
Yeah.
Even in more traditional hotel settings.
Absolutely.
People want to be able to personalize their environment and have everything at their fingertips.
Speaking of having everything at your fingertips, contactless technology is another major trend that's only going to accelerate in 2025.
Absolutely. Mobile check-in, digital keys, even robot room service, these are all becoming commonplace.
It seems like it. Yeah.
And it's not just about convenience for guests, it's also about efficiency for hotels, especially with the ongoing challenges of staffing shortages.
So you can basically go from booking to checkout without ever interacting with a human if you want to.
That's right. Although I think it's important to remember that technology should enhance human interactions.
Yeah, I agree.
Not replace them entirely. After all, hospitality is all about people.
I agree. There's still something special about that personal touch, that welcoming smile from the front desk staff.
Right.
But maybe robots can handle the more mundane tasks so that human staff can focus on providing those truly memorable experiences.
Exactly. It's about finding the right balance between technology and human interaction. And speaking of memorable experiences, let's talk about VR and AR.
Oh yeah, good idea.
These technologies are no longer just gimmicks.
I've seen them used in some pretty impressive ways.
They're becoming powerful tools for hotels to market their properties and destinations.
I've seen some really cool VR hotel tours online. You can basically walk through a hotel room, explore the amenities, even get a feel for the surrounding area before you book.
Right. It's much more immersive than just looking at photos or reading descriptions.
It is.
You can really get a sense of what it would be like to stay at that hotel or visit that destination.
For sure.
And as VR technology continues to improve, it's only going to become more realistic and engaging.
It's like being able to test drive a vacation before you commit. And for hotels,
it is.
It's a fantastic way to stand out from the competition and attract guests who are looking for something unique and memorable.
Absolutely. VR and AR can create a buzz and generate excitement, especially among younger travelers who are comfortable with these technologies.
That's a great point. And speaking of things that create a buzz, let's talk about robots. They're not just a futuristic fantasy anymore.
No.
They're actually being used in hotels right now.
Yes, we're seeing robots being used for everything.
That's so cool.
From bellhop services to room service delivery to even housekeeping.
Wow.
And it's not just a novelty.
Right.
It's a way for hotels to address staffing shortages and improve efficiency.
So important right now.
Robots can work 24/7 without needing breaks, and they can handle tasks that are repetitive or physically demanding,
Yeah.
freeing up human staff to focus on more complex and guest-centric tasks.
It's like having a tireless workforce that never complains.
Jeez.
But I do wonder about the tipping etiquette for a robot. Do we need to start carrying spare circuits?
That's a great question. I guess we'll have to wait and see how those social norms evolve. But on a serious note,
Okay.
the increasing presence of robots in hospitality
Yeah.
does raise some interesting questions about the future of work
Right.
and how humans and machines will collaborate.
It's definitely something to think about.
It is.
But before we get too deep into the philosophical implications, let's talk about the brains behind all this amazing technology. Data analytics.
Yes, data.
Hotels are collecting mountains of data on guest preferences,
They are.
and AI is helping them make sense of it all.
Data is the new gold in the hospitality industry.
That's a great way to put it.
By analyzing guest data, hotels can create hyper-personalized marketing and pricing strategies. Imagine receiving a special offer for a spa treatment.
I would love that.
Because the hotel's AI knows you enjoy relaxing on vacation.
I do.
Or getting a discount on your favorite type of wine because they know your preferences from past stays.
That's pretty amazing. It's like they're reading your mind. But in a good way, hopefully.
Right.
So it's not just about collecting data, it's about using it intelligently to enhance the guest experience and create those wow moments that make people want to come back.
Exactly. And it's about finding that sweet spot between personalization and privacy. Guests want to feel like they're being catered to, but they also want to know that their data is being handled responsibly.
Absolutely. And of course, we can't forget about sustainability.
Of course not.
Technology is playing a big role in helping hotels reduce their environmental impact and appeal to eco-conscious travelers.
Absolutely. From smart thermostats and energy-efficient lighting to AI-powered food waste reduction programs.
I love seeing those things.
Hotels are using technology to minimize their carbon footprint and operate more sustainably.
It's such an important issue.
And this is something that's becoming increasingly important to guests, especially younger generations, who are very aware of environmental issues.
It's great to see hotels taking sustainability seriously and leveraging technology to make a positive impact.
I agree.
So win-win for both the environment and the guest experience.
Sustainability is no longer a niche concern.
Right.
It's a core value for many travelers today.
Absolutely.
And technology is making it easier for hotels to implement sustainable practices and track their progress.
All this technology sounds incredible.
It is.
But I imagine there's some challenges too, right? Integrating all this new tech into existing systems can't be easy.
Right.
Especially for older hotels with legacy systems.
You're absolutely right. Integration can be complex and time-consuming. And then there's the issue of staff training.
Yeah, good point.
Hotels need to make sure their employees are comfortable using all these new technologies.
Otherwise, it could lead to frustration for both staff and guests.
Exactly.
And let's be realistic, all this technology comes at a cost.
It does.
How are hotels managing the financial investment required to implement these innovations?
It's a significant investment for sure. Hotels need to carefully weigh the costs and benefits before adopting any new technology. They need to consider the upfront expenses of purchasing and installing the technology, as well as the ongoing costs of maintenance and support.
It makes sense.
And of course, the cost of training staff to use the technology effectively.
It's a balancing act. Hotels need to find that sweet spot between innovation and financial responsibility.
Exactly. And they need to make sure that the technology they choose aligns with their overall business strategy and guest expectations.
But let's be real here. Failing to keep up with these tech trends could leave hotels struggling to compete in the future.
Think about it. Guests are going to expect these modern conveniences.
Yeah.
And hotels that don't offer them might get left behind. Travelers are becoming accustomed to using technology in every aspect of their lives.
For sure.
And they expect the same level of convenience and personalization when they travel.
So it's not just about keeping up with the Joneses.
No.
It's about meeting just expectations and staying relevant in a rapidly changing industry.
Exactly. And it's about recognizing that technology is not a fad.
I agree.
It's a fundamental shift in how the hospitality industry operates.
Yeah.
Hotels that embrace this shift and invest wisely in technology will be the ones that thrive in the years to come.
Well said. It sounds like 2025 is going to be a pivotal year for the hospitality industry.
It is.
And for travelers, it's going to be an exciting time to experience all the amazing ways
I agree.
that technology is transforming the guest experience.
I completely agree. It's going to be fascinating to see how these trends continue to evolve and shape the future of hospitality.
Me too.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what happens next. You know, it's one thing to talk about these trends in theory,
Yeah.
but it's even more fascinating to see how they're actually being implemented in real-world scenarios.
I know.
Take AI chatbots, for instance.
Yeah.
We mentioned how they're becoming more sophisticated.
Right.
But have you seen what some hotels are doing with AI-powered robots?
Oh, absolutely. Hilton's Connie is a great example.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just a stationary chatbot on a screen.
Right.
It's a robot that can move around the hotel.
I've heard of Connie
Yeah.
and interact with guests.
Yeah.
Isn't it amazing how she can answer questions about hotel amenities, local attractions,
Yeah.
even make dining recommendations, all in a natural, conversational way?
It's incredible. And Connie isn't alone. Marriott has also been testing similar AI concierge assistants
Wow.
that can speak multiple languages.
That's incredible.
This kind of technology is reducing their reliance on physical staffing,
Right.
freeing up human agents to handle more complex or nuanced issues.
It's like having a multilingual concierge available 24/7.
Right?
That's a huge win for both guests and hotels.
Yeah.
And it's not just about AI chatbots.
Yeah.
Smart home technology is also transforming hotel rooms in really cool ways.
You're so right.
Yeah.
Hotels like Rouse are using sophisticated IoT solutions
Oh, wow.
that let guests control everything.
Amazing.
From the lighting and temperature to the entertainment system.
Oh, cool.
With their smartphones or voice command,
I love it.
you can literally walk into your room and say, "Hey, room, set the temperature to 70 degrees and play some relaxing jazz music."
Oh, wow.
And it happens.
It's like having your own personal smart home away from home,
It is.
but with all the amenities and services of a luxury hotel. And I love how hotels are using mobile apps to streamline the entire guest journey.
Mobile apps are becoming the central hub for the guest experience.
It seems like it.
You can book your room, choose specific preferences, check in and out,
Yeah.
unlock your door, order room service, make restaurant reservations,
It's so convenient.
even pay your bill all through the app.
No more fumbling with key cards
Right.
or waiting in line at the front desk.
Exactly.
You can manage everything from the palm of your hand.
And for hotels, it provides a wealth of data
That's true.
that they can use to personalize the guest experience even further.
Oh, yeah.
They can see what amenities guests are using, what services they're requesting,
Right.
even what time they prefer to have breakfast.
Wow.
All this data helps hotels tailor their offerings to individual guest needs and preferences.
It's like having a personal concierge who knows you inside and out,
It is.
but without having to actually talk to anyone if you prefer to keep to yourself.
And it makes the whole experience so much smoother and more efficient for everyone involved.
Yeah.
But you know what really blows my mind?
What's that?
The rise of robot waiters.
I know, right? It sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie.
I know.
But it's happening now.
It is.
Hotels are actually using robots to deliver room service and amenities.
Imagine ordering a midnight snack and having a robot bring it right to your door.
Oh, I love that.
No more waiting for a human waiter or worrying about awkward late-night interactions.
I can definitely see the appeal. It's discreet, efficient,
Right.
and who knows, maybe even faster than traditional room service.
Could be.
But I'm still curious about that tipping etiquette.
It's a valid question. Do we tip robots? Do we leave a little circuit board by the door?
I don't know.
I guess time will tell how those social norms develop.
I guess so.
But on a serious note, the increasing presence of robots in hospitality does raise some interesting questions about the future of work.
It makes you wonder how humans and machines will collaborate in the hospitality industry moving forward.
Yeah.
Will robots eventually replace human workers altogether? Or will they work side by side? It's a topic that deserves a deep dive of its own.
It definitely does.
It does.
But let's get back to the guest experience for a moment.
Yeah.
We talked about VR tours earlier, but I want to emphasize just how powerful they are becoming as a marketing tool,
Oh, for sure.
especially for unique or unconventional lodging options.
Yeah, I think VR tours are brilliant for places like treehouse hotels, glamping sites,
Yeah.
or those amazing underwater hotels that are popping up.
Yeah. Oh.
It's one thing to see pictures, but it's another to actually experience this space virtually.
Exactly. VR tours allow potential guests to immerse themselves in the environment before they book.
Yeah.
They can walk through the treehouse, swim with the fish outside their underwater suite,
That's so cool.
or gaze at the stars from their glamping tent.
I love it.
It's a way to truly understand what makes these accommodations special
It is.
and different from traditional hotels.
And it helps build excitement and anticipation for the actual trip.
For-
It's like a sneak peek into a unique and unforgettable experience.
Right.
But as amazing as all this technology is,
Yeah.
let's not shy away from the challenges.
Right.
We talked about integration earlier, but there are other hurdles hotels need to consider as well.
One of the biggest challenges is cybersecurity.
Oh, of course.
With so much data being collected
Right.
and so many systems interconnected,
Yeah.
hotels need to be extra vigilant about protecting guest information and preventing data breaches.
It's a huge responsibility.
It is.
Data breaches can damage a hotel's reputation, erode guest trust,
Right.
and lead to costly legal consequences.
Exactly.
So it's not just about implementing new technology.
No.
It's about doing it securely and responsibly.
Absolutely.
And then there's the issue of staff training.
Oh, right.
Hotels can invest in the most cutting-edge technology.
Yeah.
But if their employees don't know how to use it effectively,
Right.
it's all for naught.
Exactly.
Right. You need to have tech-savvy staff who can troubleshoot issues, answer guest questions,
Right.
and make sure everything runs smoothly.
Of course.
And not only that, but staff also need to be comfortable interacting with robots and AI systems.
It's a whole new set of skills that hospitality workers need to develop.
It is.
And it highlights the importance of ongoing training and professional development in this rapidly changing industry.
Speaking of ongoing costs, let's be realistic. All this technology requires a significant financial investment.
It does.
How are hotels managing that aspect?
It's a balancing act, for sure.
Right.
Hotels need to carefully evaluate the potential return on investment
I see.
before adopting any new technology.
Okay.
Will it streamline operations? Will it enhance the guest experience? Will it ultimately boost revenue?
Good questions.
These are all critical questions that need to be answered.
It's not just about adopting the latest shiny gadget.
Right.
It's about making strategic investments that will benefit both the hotel and its guests in the long run.
And it's about recognizing that technology is an ongoing investment.
That's
There will always be new updates, new systems, new innovations to consider.
right.
Hotels need to be agile and adaptable to stay ahead of the curve.
It's like a never-ending game of technological leapfrog. Yeah. But if hotels play their cards right,
Yeah.
they can leverage technology to create amazing experiences for their guests,
Right.
streamline their operations, and ultimately thrive in this exciting new era of hospitality.
I completely agree. It's a challenging but incredibly rewarding time to be in the hospitality industry.
I bet it is.
And for travelers, it's a time of unprecedented convenience, personalization, and possibilities.
And speaking of convenience,
Yeah.
one of the reports we read mentioned something called invisible payments.
Oh, yes. Invisible payments are all about making the checkout process as seamless as possible for guests.
Oh, I like that.
Imagine simply walking out of your hotel at the end of your stay,
Yeah.
knowing that your bill has been automatically settled without having to stop at the front desk.
That sounds amazing. No more waiting in line?
Yeah.
No more fumbling with credit cards or cash?
Right.
It's like magic.
It's the epitome of convenience. But of course, there are considerations here as well.
Right.
Hotels need to ensure that these systems are secure,
Yeah.
transparent, and easy for guests to understand.
Transparency is key. Guests need to know how their payment information is being handled
Right.
and feel confident that their transactions are safe.
Absolutely. And hotels need to offer options for guests who prefer more traditional payment methods.
That's true.
Not everyone is comfortable with this level of automation, and that's perfectly fine.
It's about giving guests choices and making them feel empowered, regardless of their tech savviness.
And it's about striking that balance between innovation and guest expectations.
Right.
You don't want to alienate guests who aren't ready for fully automated payments,
Right.
but you also want to cater to those who are embracing the latest technology.
You know, one thing that really struck me while reading about all these trends
Yeah.
is the importance of data.
Oh, huge.
It's like data is the fuel that powers all these technological advancements.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Hotels are collecting vast amounts of data on guest preferences, behaviors, and spending patterns.
It's incredible how much information is out there.
And with the help of AI and machine learning, they can analyze this data to personalize the guest experience,
Right.
optimize pricing strategies, and improve operational efficiency.
It's like having a crystal ball that shows you what guests want
Yeah,
before they even know it themselves.
right.
But with great data comes great responsibility,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. Hotels need to be mindful of data privacy and security.
Of course.
Guests are entrusting them with their personal information,
Yeah.
and it's crucial to handle that data responsibly and ethically.
It's not just about complying with regulations. It's about building trust with guests
Right.
and demonstrating that you respect their privacy.
Exactly. Trust is paramount in the hospitality industry.
Yeah.
And as hotels collect more and more data,
Right.
they need to be transparent with guests about how that data is being used
Right.
and what steps they're taking to protect it.
So it's a delicate dance between leveraging data to enhance the guest experience
Right.
and ensuring that guest privacy is respected and protected.
It's a dance that hotels need to master to succeed in this data-driven world.
And it's a dance that's likely to get even more intricate as technology continues to evolve at a rapid pace.
We're just scratching the surface of what's possible with data analytics in the hospitality industry. It's an incredibly exciting field with endless potential.
So we've talked about the wonders of technology, the importance of data,
Yes.
and the challenges that come with it.
Right.
But let's not forget about another crucial aspect of hospitality, sustainability.
Sustainability is more than just a buzzword. It's a core value for many travelers today.
It really is.
And technology is playing a key role in helping hotels reduce their environmental impact and operate more sustainably.
From smart thermostats and energy-efficient lighting to AI-powered food waste reduction programs.
Exactly.
Hotels are using technology to minimize their carbon footprint and make a positive impact on the environment.
And it's not just about appealing to eco-conscious travelers. It's about doing the right thing for the planet.
Right.
Sustainable practices benefit everyone in the long run.
I agree. It's encouraging to see hotels making these efforts and leveraging technology to create a more sustainable future for the hospitality industry.
But let's be real, implementing sustainability initiatives can be costly and complex.
Yeah, that's true.
It requires a commitment from the entire organization, from the top down.
And it's not just about installing new technology.
No.
It's about changing behaviors and creating a culture of sustainability within the hotel.
You're right.
Yeah.
It's a holistic approach that involves everything from energy and water conservation to waste reduction and responsible sourcing.
And it's about educating guests and empowering them to make sustainable choices during their stay.
For sure.
Little things like reusing towels or opting out of daily housekeeping can make a big difference.
It's about creating a shared sense of responsibility for the environment. Guests want to know that the hotels they're staying at are taking sustainability seriously.
Absolutely.
And technology can play a big role in making those efforts visible and impactful.
You know, one of the reports we read mentioned a fascinating concept, the rise of invisible operations.
Oh, yes. Invisible operations refer to all the behind-the-scenes processes
Oh, interesting.
that are being automated and streamlined thanks to technology.
Okay.
Things like housekeeping schedules, maintenance requests, and
Right.
inventory management are all being handled seamlessly without guests even noticing.
It's like a well-oiled machine working silently in the background to ensure that everything runs smoothly.
Exactly. And the goal is to create a smooth and effortless experience for guests,
Right.
while also improving efficiency and reducing costs for the hotel.
It's a win-win. Guests get a hassle-free stay, and hotels can operate more efficiently and sustainably.
Invisible operations are a testament to the power of technology to enhance both the guest experience and the hotel's bottom line.
So we've talked about the wonders of technology, the importance of data,
Yeah.
the need for sustainability, and the rise of invisible operations.
Right.
But amidst all this talk about automation and efficiency,
Yes.
let's not forget about the human element in hospitality.
You're absolutely right. Technology should never overshadow the importance of human interaction and personalized service.
I agree.
At the end of the day, hospitality is about creating memorable experiences for guests.
And those experiences are often shaped by the interactions they have with the hotel staff.
For sure.
A friendly smile, a helpful suggestion, a genuine conversation can make all the difference
All right.
in turning a good stay into a great one.
It's the human touch that truly sets hospitality apart from other industries.
Absolutely.
And while technology can enhance efficiency and convenience,
Yes.
it should never replace the warmth, empathy, and personalized service that guests crave.
So it's about finding that perfect balance between technology and human interaction.
It's
Using technology to empower staff to provide even better service, to anticipate guest needs,
Yes.
and to create those special moments that make a stay truly memorable.
Exactly. It's about using technology to augment human capabilities, not to replace them altogether.
And it's about remembering that technology should always be in service of the guest, not the other way around.
Well said. Technology should enhance the guest experience, not dictate it.
Yeah.
It's a tool that should be used wisely and thoughtfully to create a more personalized, seamless, and enjoyable stay for every guest.
You know, we've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive, but
Yes.
there's one more important aspect we need to address.
Okay.
The risks of falling behind in this rapidly evolving technological landscape.
That's a great point. Hotels that fail to keep up with the latest trends
Yeah.
risk losing their competitive edge and ultimately falling behind.
Imagine a guest who's accustomed to mobile check-in, contactless payments,
Right.
and AI-powered concierge services arriving at a hotel that still uses paper registration forms, requires a physical key card,
Yeah.
and has no mobile app.
They'd probably be pretty disappointed. And they might choose to stay at a more tech-savvy hotel next time.
So it's not just about keeping up with the Joneses. It's about meeting guest expectations and staying relevant in a rapidly changing industry.
Exactly. And it's about recognizing that technology is not a fad.
Right.
It's a fundamental shift in how the hospitality industry operates.
Yeah.
Hotels that embrace this shift and invest wisely in technology will be the ones that thrive in the years to come.
Failure to embrace technology could lead to decreased guest satisfaction,
Right.
lost revenue,
Right.
and ultimately a decline in business.
It's a wake-up call for hotels that are hesitant to invest in innovation. The future of hospitality belongs to those who are willing to embrace the power of technology and use it to create exceptional experiences for their guests.
So the message is clear.
Mm.
Adapt or become obsolete. Hotels that cling to outdated methods and resist technological advancement struggle to compete in the modern hospitality landscape.
And it's not just about adopting technology for the sake of technology. It's about using it strategically and thoughtfully to enhance the guest experience, improve efficiency,
Right.
and create a more sustainable future for the industry.
And it's about remembering that technology is a tool that can empower both guests and hospitality workers alike.
Well said. It's an exciting time to be in the hospitality industry.
Yeah,
The possibilities are endless,
I agree.
and the future is bright for those who are willing to embrace innovation.
I couldn't agree more. And on that note, I think it's time to shift gears
Okay.
and hear from the experts at EHL.
Yes.
They've shared some valuable insights on how hotels can effectively implement all these amazing technologies.
Okay.
And I'm eager to dive into those recommendations.
I'm with you. Let's hear what the experts have to say about navigating this technological revolution in hospitality. EHL really emphasizes the importance of planning before jumping headfirst into any new technology.
That makes sense. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of shiny new tech. But hotels need to be strategic.
Right. EHL suggests taking a step back
Okay.
and carefully assessing the costs and benefits of any new technology before adopting it.
For sure.
They need to make sure that the investment aligns with their overall business strategy.
So it's not just about whether the technology is cool or trendy. It's about whether it actually makes sense for that specific hotel and its target guests.
Exactly, and they need to consider the long-term implications.
But-
It's not just about the initial cost of purchase and installation,
Right.
but also ongoing expenses like maintenance, software updates, and staff training.
It's about looking at the big picture and making sure the technology is a sustainable investment for the hotel, not just a short-term fad.
EHL also highlights the importance of seamless integration. New technologies need to work harmoniously with existing systems.
Otherwise, you end up with a technological Frankenstein's monster, a bunch of disconnected systems that don't talk to each other.
Right, and that can create more headaches than it solves. EHL recommends using API-first platforms and cloud-based solutions to ensure smooth integration.
Can you explain what those are and why they're beneficial? I've heard those terms thrown around, but I'm not entirely sure what they mean in a practical sense.
API-first platforms are designed to easily connect with other systems.
Okay.
It's like having a universal language that different technologies can understand so they can share data and work together seamlessly.
So it's like a technological Rosetta Stone that helps break down communication barriers between different systems.
Exactly. And cloud-based solutions offer flexibility and scalability. Instead of having all your data and software stored on physical servers at the hotel, it's stored in the cloud, which can be accessed from anywhere with an internet connection.
That sounds incredibly convenient and efficient. So hotels can manage everything remotely and scale their systems up or down as needed without having to invest in a bunch of new hardware.
Precisely, cloud-based solutions make it much easier for hotels to adapt to changing needs and keep up with the latest technological advancements.
EHL also stresses the human element, right? Making sure staff are trained and comfortable using these new technologies.
Absolutely. Technology is only as good as the people who use it. EHL suggests investing in comprehensive training programs that empower staff to use these new tools effectively.
So it's not just about giving employees a quick tutorial and throwing them to the wolves. It's about providing ongoing support and development to ensure they feel confident and competent in this new technological landscape.
Right. It's about fostering a culture of continuous learning and adaptation within the hotel organization. And it's also about ensuring that technology enhances, not hinders, human interactions in hospitality.
That's a crucial point. We don't want technology to create a cold, impersonal experience for guests.
Exactly. Technology should never replace the warmth, empathy, and personalized service that are at the heart of hospitality.
So it's not about replacing human interaction with robots and screens, but rather finding that sweet spot between high-tech and high-touch.
Precisely, it's about using technology to create more opportunities for meaningful interactions between staff and guests.
For example, instead of having guests check in at a kiosk, maybe the hotel can use technology to free up front desk staff to have more personalized conversations with guests.
That's a great example. It's about shifting the focus from transactional interactions to more relationship-building ones, using technology to create a more welcoming and engaging experience for guests.
EHL also emphasizes the importance of gathering guest feedback, right? Finding out what guests think of these new technologies and using that feedback to make improvements.
Absolutely. Hotels need to listen to the voice of the customer. They recommend using surveys, online reviews, and social media monitoring to gauge guest sentiment and identify areas for improvement.
It's about being responsive to guest needs and preferences. Just because a hotel thinks that technology is great doesn't mean guests will feel the same way.
And it's about being agile and adaptable. The world of technology is constantly evolving, and hotels need to be willing to adjust their strategies based on guest feedback.
EHL also reminds us that technology is a constantly moving target.
You're right, what's cutting edge today might be outdated tomorrow. Hotels need to stay informed about emerging trends and be willing to adapt their strategies accordingly.
So it's not about finding a technological solution and then resting on your laurels. It's about embracing a culture of innovation and viewing technology as an ongoing journey.
Exactly. It's about being proactive rather than reactive, staying ahead of the curve, and constantly seeking ways to improve and enhance the guest experience.
So it sounds like the key to successfully implementing hospitality technology lies in finding the right balance.
Balance between innovation and human interaction, between cost-effectiveness and guest satisfaction, between embracing new trends and staying true to the core values of hospitality.
It's a delicate dance, but one that hotels must master if they want to thrive in this ever-changing world.
And it's a dance that's becoming increasingly complex as technology continues to evolve at an exponential pace.
But it's also an incredibly exciting time to be in the hospitality industry. There's so many opportunities to leverage technology to create truly extraordinary experiences for guests.
And remember, the journey of technological transformation is not a solo endeavor.
Hotels can benefit greatly from collaborating with industry partners, technology providers, and consultants to navigate this complex landscape.
By sharing knowledge, best practices, and resources, hotels can collectively raise the bar for technological excellence in hospitality.
It's about working together to create a future where technology and human touch work hand in hand to elevate the guest experience to new heights.
It seems we've reached the end of our deep dive into the key hospitality technology trends to watch in 2025.
It's been an incredible journey exploring the transformative power of technology and how it's shaping the future of the hospitality industry.
I hope our listeners feel inspired and empowered to embrace innovation and create a future where technology enhances the human experience, not replaces it.
That wraps up this week's 5-Star Weekly Briefing. Remember to check out the 5-Star Conversations podcast, where we talk with industry leaders.